The notion of selling America conjures images of a fire sale, a desperate attempt to offload assets at bargain basement prices. While the current economic situation in the United States is far from a fire sale, a recent downgrade by Moody's has ignited a fierce debate about the nation's financial future. This debate centers around the sustainability of the U.S. national debt and the potential consequences for both domestic and global economies. The term "sell America" implies a complete liquidation of U.S. assets, but the debate is more nuanced, focusing on reduced foreign investment in U.S. Treasury bonds if confidence in the American economy wanes. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this debate will have profound implications for generations to come. On May 15, 2025, Moody's Investors Service announced its decision to downgrade the United States sovereign credit rating. This move sent shockwaves through global markets and ignited a firestorm of debate about the future of the American economy. Moody's cited concerns about the sustainability of the U.S. national debt, political gridlock in Washington, and potential inflationary pressures. The downgrade, the first since the 2008 financial crisis, represents a significant blow to the reputation of the United States as a safe and reliable borrower. The Moody's downgrade has reignited the "Sell America" debate, with some analysts arguing it could trigger a mass exodus of foreign investment from U.S. assets. At the heart of the "Sell America" debate lies a fundamental question. Is the U.S. national debt sustainable? The U.S. national debt, currently over $30 trillion, has been steadily increasing for decades. Some economists argue that the U.S. can sustain high levels of debt indefinitely, while others warn that the current trajectory is unsustainable and could lead to a fiscal crisis. Interest payments on the debt are already consuming a significant portion of the federal budget, crowding out other important spending priorities. Addressing the issue will require difficult choices and political will. The "Sell America" debate is not confined to the borders of the United States. Its tremors are being felt across the globe as international markets and investors grapple with the potential fallout of a weakened U.S. economy. The U.S. dollar, long considered the world's reserve currency, could face downward pressure if investors lose confidence in the American economy. This could lead to instability in global currency markets, affecting trade and investment flows worldwide. Emerging markets, which often rely heavily on U.S. dollar-denominated debt, could be hit especially hard. A slowdown in the U.S. economy would inevitably have ripple effects across the globe, potentially leading to a global economic slowdown. The "Sell America" debate serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of the global economy and the crucial role played by the United States within it. While the national debt dominates the headlines, it is not the only economic issue that demands our attention. Another critical factor simmers beneath the surface of the "Sell America" debate: trade policy. This often overlooked aspect has far-reaching implications. Protectionist trade policies such as tariffs and import quotas are designed to shield domestic industries from foreign competition. However, these measures can harm the economy in the long run by stifling innovation and reducing market efficiency. They can lead to higher prices for consumers, making everyday goods more expensive and reducing purchasing power. Retaliatory tariffs from trading partners can escalate into trade wars, further complicating international relations. These conflicts can cause disruptions to global supply chains, affecting the availability of products and raw materials. On the other hand, free and fair trade agreements can benefit the U.S. economy by opening up new markets for American goods and services, fostering international cooperation. These agreements can lead to increased exports, boosting American businesses and creating jobs. They also help in reducing costs for businesses and consumers, and fostering economic growth through more efficient supply chains. The current administration's stance on trade, characterized by a mix of protectionist measures and attempts to renegotiate existing trade deals, has created uncertainty in the global trading system. This approach has sparked debates and protests both domestically and internationally. Such uncertainty can further erode investor confidence in the U.S. economy, leading to market volatility and financial instability. This erosion of confidence can have a ripple effect, potentially contributing to the "Sell America" sentiment and economic pessimism. Finding the right balance between protecting American interests and promoting free trade will be crucial in determining whether the U.S. can navigate the current economic headwinds and emerge stronger. This delicate balance requires careful planning and strategic foresight. Only through thoughtful and balanced trade policies can the U.S. hope to achieve long-term economic resilience and prosperity. The Sell America debate has cleaved the nation, with economists, policymakers, and everyday citizens engaging in heated arguments about the best path forward. This debate is not just confined to academic circles or policy think tanks, it has spilled over into the public sphere, affecting the daily lives of ordinary Americans. Those who believe that the U.S. is indeed for sale point to the mounting national debt as evidence of a nation living beyond its means. They highlight the alarming rate at which the debt is growing, suggesting that it poses a significant risk to the country's financial stability. They argue that the U.S. government's insatiable appetite for borrowing is unsustainable and will eventually lead to economic ruin. The fear is that continued borrowing will devalue the dollar, leading to inflation and a loss of confidence in the U.S. economy. They advocate for drastic measures such as significant cuts to government spending and entitlement programs to rein in the debt and restore fiscal responsibility. These measures, they argue, are necessary to prevent a financial catastrophe and ensure long-term economic health. On the other side are those who believe that the Sell America narrative is overblown and alarmist. They argue that the focus on debt ignores the broader strengths of the U.S. economy. They argue that the U.S. economy remains fundamentally strong, pointing to factors such as low unemployment, a robust stock market, and continued foreign investment in U.S. assets. These indicators, they say, demonstrate that the economy is resilient and capable of weathering financial challenges. This divide is further complicated by partisan politics, with Democrats and Republicans often taking opposing stances on the issue. Each side uses the debate to advance their political agendas, making it even harder to find common ground. The Sell America debate is not simply an academic exercise, it has real-world implications for the lives of millions of Americans. From the cost of groceries to the availability of jobs, the outcome of this debate will affect everyday life in profound ways. The outcome of this debate will determine the course of economic policy for years to come, impacting everything from taxes and spending to interest rates and job creation. The stakes are high, and the decisions made today will shape the economic landscape for future generations. The current debate over selling America is not without precedent. Throughout history, nations have grappled with the challenges of managing their debt and maintaining their economic standing in the world. One often cited example is the decline of the British Empire. Once the world's dominant economic power, Britain's economic fortunes waned in the 20th century, partly due to the costs of maintaining its vast empire and competing with rising economic powers like the United States. Another cautionary tale is the experience of Japan, which has struggled with economic stagnation and deflation for decades following a period of rapid growth and asset bubbles in the 1980s. However, historical parallels are rarely perfect. The United States, with its unique economic and political system, faces a different set of challenges and opportunities than its predecessors. By learning from the mistakes of the past, the U.S. can hopefully avoid repeating them and chart a more sustainable economic course for the future. Navigating the choppy waters of the Sell America debate requires a steady hand, a commitment to sound economic principles, and a willingness to compromise. This debate is not just about numbers and policies, it's about the future direction of the nation and the well-being of its citizens. There are no easy answers or quick fixes, but by focusing on key areas, the U.S. can address its economic challenges and secure its future. This involves a multifaceted approach that considers both short-term needs and long-term goals. First and foremost, addressing the national debt must be a top priority. The growing debt poses a significant risk to economic stability and future prosperity. While there is no consensus on the best approach, a combination of spending cuts, tax increases, and pro-growth policies will likely be necessary to bring the debt under control. This balanced strategy aims to reduce the deficit while fostering economic growth. This will require difficult choices and political will, but it is essential for ensuring the long-term health of the U.S. economy. Leaders must be prepared to make unpopular decisions for the greater good. Second, fostering a more competitive and innovative economy is crucial. Innovation drives growth, creates jobs, and keeps the nation at the forefront of global advancements. This means investing in education and infrastructure, promoting research and development, and ensuring that the workforce is equipped with the skills needed for the future. Creating a business environment that encourages entrepreneurship and job creation is also vital. Small businesses and startups are the backbone of the economy, driving innovation and providing employment opportunities. Finally, the U.S. must work cooperatively with its international partners to address global economic challenges. In an interconnected world, collaboration is key to overcoming shared obstacles and seizing opportunities. The Sell America debate presents both challenges and opportunities. It is a pivotal moment that requires thoughtful consideration and decisive action. By confronting its economic challenges head-on, embracing sound economic principles, and working collaboratively with its global partners, the U.S. can emerge from this debate stronger and more resilient than ever before. The path forward may be complex, but with determination and unity, a prosperous future is within reach. The debate over selling America is ultimately a debate about the future of the American dream. It's a debate about whether future generations will have the same opportunities for prosperity and upward mobility that previous generations enjoyed. The challenges facing the U.S. economy are real and significant. The national debt is a looming threat, and the global economic landscape is increasingly competitive. However, it's important to remember that the U.S. has overcome challenges before. The outcome of the Sell America debate will depend on the choices made today. The future of the American dream, and indeed the future of the American economy, hangs in the balance. The time for action is now.